Hello, good afternoon, I guess. So I had a rough morning. I don't want to go into it. Everything's fine, everything's taken care of, but it was stressful. So when I got home, I took care of my dog and the cats, and then I just wanted to scroll into mind-numbing whatever. So as I was scrolling, I came across kind of a lot of videos talking about toxic masculinity. What is that? Like, am I the only one that's confused by it? I can't be the only one that's confused by it. So what I thought it was men that abuse power, men that abuse the weak, men that abuse women, the dangerous men that you were completely unsafe with. That's what I thought it was. Turns out that's not what it is. I don't know. And I'm confused. I'm confused. I appreciate when my husband takes on the masculinity role. He opens the car door for me, and he opens doors for me, and he pulls out my chair. And when we're at a restaurant and he knows what I like, he orders for me. He knows which restaurants I like, and he takes me to them. He knows the coffee that I drink, and he buys it for me without asking me if I want the coffee. I don't really. This is where you want to. Wow, cats, man. I don't see the problem with that at all. Like, if you know me personally, you know I'm not a delicate creature. I don't know if there's anything about me that's delicate at all. The term lady is probably used very loosely when talking about me. It's fine. I know who I am. But I like that. I like when he treats me like I'm delicate, and when he can make the decision that I don't even have to think about it. I even enjoy a little bit of danger, right? Like if we're out somewhere, and I mean, I know this happens to some people, but like something that you see in the movies, right? Where you're strolling down a city street, and then all of a sudden this guy comes up with a knife and tries to attack you, right? I don't want him running away screaming and leaving me there to defend myself. I mean, I probably could defend myself, but I don't want to have to. Like, that's his job. That's his job. So I don't understand the narrative of pushing stop with the toxic masculinity. No, we're raising weak men, and it's wild. It's wild. I don't get it. God even talks about this. Like, men are supposed to be the protectors and the heads of the household and all that, right? He's supposed to give himself up unto death for us. That's their job. That's what they're called to do. That doesn't mean he doesn't take what we say into consideration, right? Like, I know the day-to-day necessities of the house. I know the day-to-day information about our kids. I mean, he's also an over-the-road truck driver, so of course I'm more involved anyway. But naturally, we're nurturing and we're loving, and we women tend to think with our feelings more than facts. Guilty. Not all the time, but I'm guilty of it too. And sometimes having him just taking that role and saying, this is what we're doing, it's such a relief. It's a weight off my shoulders. I am supposed to honor him, and edify him, and not complain about him, which again, I'm guilty of doing. So who wants a cat? These cats are driving me nuts. Stop. Anyway, so I don't understand why we're telling men to not be men. Why we're telling men to ignore what God placed in them to do, to be as husbands and fathers. It's insane, right? Like, if I was kidnapped, this is a wild scenario, so whatever. But if I was kidnapped, I want to be comfortable in knowing that my husband would burn down the entire world to get me back. That he would do anything and not just be crying in a corner, right? Ladies, come on, you know what I'm talking about. Why do you read romance novels? Why do we watch these movies where these guys can like kick any guy's butt to save his woman? And we're like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. But then we'll turn around and be like, oh, toxic masculinity. What? I don't get it. You guys, this is wild. This is wild. Like, I love what God tells husbands. Love your wives. Love them. And that doesn't mean it's a feeling, right? Like, love isn't a feel. I mean, love is a feeling. But, like, I can promise you that not every moment of every single day that Josh is absolutely head over heels in love with me. I promise you. He'll lie to you and tell you he does. But come on. Like, when you see your spouse at their best and at their worst, it is hard to love this crazy person that you are now tied to all the time. But you're still called to love her. So Josh does this really well. And I wish I could be better at it. But he knows my favorite movies. He knows my favorite shows. He knows me. And even if he doesn't like the movie or the show or whatever, he gives himself up for me to be happy. Tell me you don't want that. Tell me you don't want that. Are you crazy? Right? And because of that, I need to edify him and build him up and remind him how grateful I am for him and who he is and who God has called him to be, and honor him and respect him. And like, the more we do that, the closer it'll bring us. It's wild. I get people have issues in their marriage, and I'm definitely not a marriage therapist by any means. I can't fix everybody's marriage. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if these little steps that we take and we think about, it can make a difference. It can. I'm not saying we're perfect. We're far from it. I'm not saying that he's absolutely perfect. He's not. He's a sinful human being too. I am definitely not saying I'm perfect, because I am so far from it. So far from it. I kind of question his sanity for staying with me as long as he has. He could probably be studied. but for real, you guys, like, why are we trying to turn boys and men into sissy little girls? I don't want that. I don't want that at all. If I wanted that, I would have lived with a best friend forever. I don't want that. I want a man who's gonna come home and take care of me and take care of the things that either I didn't want to, or I was too tired to, or ran out of time for. I want a guy that is going to be like, yeah, you told me about your rough week. I'll make dinner, go take a hot bath. And then he brings in a glass of wine. Right? I want a guy that, like, when we go out anywhere and I'm in my Adam Sandler costume, that he still opens the door for me. And when we pull up, he opens the door for me to get out, and he offers me his hand to hop out of the vehicle. I want to know that when we're in a crowded area, that I'm safe standing next to him. I don't have to be hyper vigilant when he's by my side. I can enjoy the scene. I can window shop, or just completely brain dead and be fine. So what's wrong with toxic masculinity? I don't get it. I'm sure God doesn't get it either, because that's not what he called men to do. If that's what he wanted, he would have created us exactly the same, and he didn't. And I'm so grateful for that. So that was just on my mind, and the craziness of this world is beyond. So yeah, I hope this video helps somebody. I hope it encourages you. And I hope you guys find a balance to be who God called you to be, in the roles that he called you to be. Because it takes a weight off. All right, well, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go, but I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.